Have you ever wondered what the Bible says about dinosaurs? Does the existence of dinosaurs cause a biblical contradiction? These are questions asked by many people. Usually such doubts are mainly related to discussions about the age of the Earth. In this video we'll talk a little bit about this subject. Before we continue, I would like to invite you to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with as many people as possible. This way you help us to spread the content and bless more lives. Science says that dinosaurs lived millions of years ago. On the other hand, the Bible seems to indicate a younger planet. So let's check to see if there are any Bible passages that make reference to dinosaurs. First of all, there is no dispute whatsoever about the existence of dinosaurs. Of course they existed. However, contrary to what some people think, in no way does the proof of the existence of these animals contradict the biblical accounts. For many, the biggest problem lies in the question of the age of the dinosaur fossils found. Science estimates the age of these fossils at a few million years. However, within scientific academia itself, this age is highly debated. It is also important to know that this discussion has nothing to do with religious flags. The scientists who dispute this estimate claim that it has been proven through scientific tests that it does not take millions of years to obtain a fossil. According to them, it is possible to get a fossil that looks millions of years old in a short period of time. It is only necessary to subject it to the necessary natural conditions, such as humidity, drastic temperature variations and, in some cases, volcanic activity. This discussion about the age of dinosaur fossils occurs within an even larger discussion, the age of the universe. For many scientists, a universe of billions of years totally contradicts the current characteristics of the universe. Another intriguing factor for the scientific community is the fact that there is evidence of the possible coexistence of man and dinosaurs. Fossilized footprints of men and large reptiles have already been discovered very close to each other and looking like they belong to the same period. Drawings and carvings have also been found in rocks of ancient civilizations that depict figures very similar to dinosaur characterizations. Returning to the issue of dinosaurs in the Bible, many scholars argue that they lived until the time of the flood. Thus, this worldwide catastrophe would have driven the dinosaurs to extinction. Regarding the flood, the Bible gives us indications that the pre-flood world was significantly different from the world we know today. These differences were especially in vegetation, climate and geographical formations. When the flood occurred, the Earth's climatic conditions were completely changed. This may have driven not only the dinosaurs to extinction, but also other species. In the Bible the word dinosaur cannot be found, and nor should it be, since this term only came into use in the 20th century. Nor can we find any explicit biblical reference to animals that are indisputably identified as dinosaur species. However, some texts are used as a possible reference to dinosaurs in the Bible. Two of them are in the book of Job, where two creatures are mentioned, Behemoth and Leviathan. The Behemoth is described as a herbivorous creature that possesses great strength because of the size of its muscles. Job 40 verses 15 and 16. Behold now the behemoth, which I have made with thee, which eateth grass as an ox. Behold, his strength is in his loins, and his power in the muscles of his belly. Leviathan, on the other hand, is described as a terrifying aquatic creature that no one can tame. Job 41 verse 1. Can you take out Leviathan with a hook, or bind his tongue with a rope? In many versions the words behemoth and Leviathan are translated as hippopotamus and crocodile, respectively. However, many interpreters dispute this assignment, since the characteristics described in Job chapters 40 and 41 seem incompatible with these two animals. Therefore some commentators suggest that perhaps these creatures were dinosaurs. In Psalms 74 verse 13 also mentions a rather curious creature. The text speaks of the serpent of the waters, or sea monster. These expressions translate the Hebrew Tannim. Variations of this Hebrew term can also be found in various biblical texts in Genesis, Exodus, Deuteronomy, and Job. For some scholars, perhaps in some of these references the term may be applied to dinosaurs. It is also worth noting that in some passages these Hebrew terms may be referring to creatures from Canaanite and Babylonian mythology, with which ancient readers were familiar. There is also another line of interpretation that holds that dinosaurs never coexisted with man. Therefore, they would have existed on an earth that was initially created by God, but that for some reason was destroyed between verses 1 and 2 of the first chapter of the book of Genesis. This means that verse 2 of Genesis 1 begins to describe a possible reconstruction and not a creation of the earth. However, this theory has no biblical basis whatsoever. Find out in how many days God created the world. Finally, what we can say with certainty about dinosaurs is that the Bible does not refer to them explicitly. There really isn't a single text that we can say with certainty that it refers specifically to dinosaurs. So even though dinosaurs existed, we cannot determine at what point within the biblical narrative they became extinct. What is actually known is that dinosaurs were created by God. The fact that the Bible does not refer directly to them does not represent any challenge to our faith. It also does not mean a biblical contradiction of the creation of the world. In fact, it only indicates that these creatures were irrelevant to the biblical narrative. If you like this video, leave your like, share it with as many people as you can. May God continue to bless you.